Alrighty guys, welcome on back to some more Trails Through Daybreak 2. Last time we made our first trek through the garden, which is the roguelike part of this game, just to end up here on the screen right here. So this is a brand new feature to this game. It has been in a past game before, 2 games ago, the Trails into Reverie. Basically this game split into 2 different acts. You can go through Van's Act, or you can go through S's Act, Swin's Act. We're going to go ahead and every time we get this option, we're just going to go for A, then B, A, then B, every time it gives us this option. So right off the bat, we will go ahead and start Van's Act.
Damn, where'd that brat go?
Hunt him down! We can't let that lead slip, no matter what!
Dad.
Shit! Turns out these bastards are the shoot first type. I'll draw their fire. In the meantime, you... Ah!
Well, this went sideways fast. Still, we can't just let them get their hands on that key.
What the?
Gun her down already!
Pull it together. I have to get this lead to Ron. Woman in black?
What are you doing here? Follow me, we're off this boat.
This way! Get a move on!
And cut!
Flawless take, girls! Judith, you were fantastic! And Nina! Sensational! This scene, where your characters first meet, is gonna be a major highlight. And the camera's loving that foxy, skin-tight jumpsuit! Ooh, it's the perfect fusion of eros and savagery!
Director, could you maybe inject a little less sexual harassment into your feedback?
It's an honor to finally be a part of one of your films, Mr. Gotti. These action scenes are so intense. You're quite the visionary.
Don't understate your own talent, my dear. Not everyone could play a role like Michelle.
Miss Lanster!
Oh, crap.
Excuse you?
Well, hello, Dominique! Nice of you to come visit us on location.
Of course. Even in my glory days, I always preferred a hands-on approach. Besides, how could I miss the rare opportunity to observe my granddaughter's acting up close and personal?
Oh, I guess I better pull out all the stops.
2 of the most popular starlets of today, coached by Dominique Lanster, a celebrated singer of yesteryear. This is shaping up to be one hell of a movie.
It's a crossover between Golden Blood and Wolves Requiem, correct? That alone is enough to draw anyone in. What else did you expect?
Holy cow! I've never seen the special effects come together so quickly before. And the way you synced the footage is spot on. Where'd you learn this stuff, kid?
It's really nothing special. I'm a researcher at the Basel Institute of Science, so computers are second nature to me. There's a lot of overlap between video editing and the visual analysis we do in observational astronomy.
We got a regular boy wonder here. The rest of you better start taking notes.
Yes, sir.
Remind me, Van, how exactly did we get wrapped up in this? So this is Messeldom's Harbor District. It's a lot more developed than I expected. Now where's that address Van gave me?
Your destination is roughly 200 ards from your current position.
Right, it should be just around that corner. Okay, you two, let's be on our way.
Oh, there you are. Long time no see, Catra. What's it been? 2 months now?
Just about. It feels nice getting to chat face to face instead of over comms. I'm really glad to see you and Judith haven't changed a bit.
Right back at you, Katra. Are you sure they don't need you at the Institute, though?
Oh, I've already finished my compulsory courses for the semester. I even had enough spare time to upgrade Theo and Zeros.
My processing speed has increased by 15%. Catcher worked hard on it.
That's our little whiz kid for you.
Wow, so you made their AI even smarter, huh?
I also added a few new features, but that's probably more than you would care to hear about. Come to think of it, aren't you in the middle of shooting a film, Judith?
Yeah, production started on location in early January. It's a crossover between last year's 2 big blockbusters. Directors Gotti and Lam are collaborating on it. We're only working on Gotti's part right now, but the cast and crew's really getting into the swing of things. That means I'll only be able to investigate between shoots. Sorry, Van.
Hey, no skin off my back. I'm just happy you're willing to help. But you know, you really don't need to bother if your schedule's packed.
The bits and pieces I heard about what happened at the Capitol are already too much to ignore. Do you mind filling us in on the details, now that Catcher's here?
Yes, I'd like some clarification on that whole affair.
All right, I'll try and keep it short and sweet.
Glad you picked up. Judith tells me you're in Messeldom right now. Oh, I'll say, one of our actors is running late. If we don't act fast, it'll mean major delays in our shooting schedule. And wouldn't you know it? Today's supposed to be Nina's first day on the set. We'll need a stand-in, but the role takes a fair bit of physicality, so as far as viable candidates go... know it's short notice, fan, but be a good sport. Think of it as a little favor from you to me.
With that, we are back in the main game. Right here's just going over tactics. I usually don't use those.
All right. I've got my disguise on now, so I'm good to go.
That
Thanks,
could win
Judith.
an award for the worst disguise in history. Can you do the same crap in
All
Edith?
right.
How on
All right.
earth did no one recognize you?
All right.
Alright, so our two new party members. We have Judith. She is one of my favorite characters in the game. She's very fast. She has high evasion. She's also one of the only adults in the game. Most of the characters in all these games are children, but she is one of the only adults. She's also, you know, looks pretty. Yeah, has some looks. Then there's Quatri. Forget how you pronounce it. I'm not a big fan. I think he's just not very well written. He's supposed to be like your nerdy character, but I think, to put it easy, we've had actual robots and fake people in these games and AI, and I think they have more personality than he does. But what can you do? He's a very high magic attack damage dealer. And that's the team. Let's go ahead and check out their orbments.
Switching to maintenance mode.
Okay. Let's see. How do I get treasure radar again?
Shifting to maintenance mode.
Let's see. So if we go here, we can view, this is just Y. We can view all the different types we have. There should be a treasure radar. I believe it's under extra. That lets us see, yeah, treasure hunter right here. All the treasure chests are displayed. So we need 3 wind and 3 mirage. So let's see, do I even have enough wind? Could I even do that? I could if I put seal right there. And then fear right there. Okay, perfect. So we'll need to open that up and we can go ahead and get the treasure radar. We'll grab some of these quests we completed. We got a lot last time we were in the garden. Just cash all those in. Perfect. And now let's go ahead and just start going to some of these new locations. So we are in What's this place called? Messeldom. This is a first-time visit. We've never been here in the series before, and unfortunately this is the only time. Any special cities like this, you will come here once. It's during the act that you come here, and you will never come here again, so make sure to pick up everything you possibly can. So let's go ahead and head on to pick up all the food and everything we need to get from this area. I talked instead of bought.
What can I get for you?
Grab this Soul Chef. I'll go over those here in a second.
Thanks for shopping.
Great. We'll run over here to the souvenir shop.
Hello there. Let
What do
me
we
know
got
if
in
you
here?
need anything at all.
Okay, it looks like this is just some ingredients. We'll actually pick some of these up. I like to keep 10 of each, stocked at all times. Just lets you make almost everything requires some of these ingredients. So if you keep about 10 in, you can make sure you can make all the recipes as soon as you get the recipes. It is a little expensive for your first stock, but it is definitely worth it. I'm also going to go ahead and buy this book right here. This is one of those books that, again, you can only get in a certain area that you have. We'll also go ahead and pick up this right here. These are two new gifts, one for Agnes and one for Yume. I don't think we'll be able to cash them in quite yet. I think these are all just your basics, so we won't be picking that up, but we will pick up this rubber grip, brand new fishing rod accessory.
Come back anytime.
Perfect. Looks like over here is going to be our main story, so we'll just avoid that for a second. Once let's go to Club Barracuda. So I think we're actually going to go over
These
here.
are the back streets of Messeldom. I hear this place is kind of sketch.
Makes sense. All my
Confirming schedule.
What's this place? The
Old
bathhouse
HQ
will
is
go
right
there
around here
in
after
one
all.
second. All right, so now we'll go to the junk shop
No need to be
first,
shy now.
see if he's got anything. I didn't think so. Junk shop's kind of just like, if you miss things, it has some rare items right here, but I usually don't pick that stuff up. However, right here, modify orbament. So this is finally going over what we've been seeing. So, a couple things you can do. You can purchase new orbaments right here. This is basically you use those sepith you've been getting throughout the game. You can buy them. I usually don't buy them till later in the game just because you get, like, as you can see, I own all of them already just from playing the game. But you can purchase those. Drivers right here, you can purchase any new drivers. These are, again, the static spells, so we will go ahead and pick one of those up. You can buy plugins. These are just basically the spells you can slot in. I don't pick those up quite yet either. But here's the big one. Modify orbaments. First, we'll go ahead and exchange. This is where you can exchange stuff for money. We'll cash in all the sepith mass because that's its only purpose. Here's the customize menu. So the way customize menu works is you can basically just open some new slots. So if I come down here to this EX category and I go to this unopened, you can see on the right side how much it requires to open it. We'll go ahead and open it, and then you'll see more expensive and even more expensive. It progressively gets more expensive, and you can see that right there, this is like an earth slot, so it only costs earth, but it costs a lot. This one right here is only time, so we'll use this, but it costs a lot of time. I like to go ahead and just open up the first slot on all my characters, especially the characters that'll be in here for a while. So I'm actually going to open up Swins here, just because he is the one leading the next chapter. After that, we'll go ahead and open up her, Judith's second one. We'll go ahead and open up Katre's second one, even though I don't plan on using Katre that much. And that, just like that, we're out of the Mirage Sepith there, so we can't upgrade anybody else's. And that's basically it for the Orbital factory. You can also just go ahead and change some of them while you're here. So in this case, where is it? Right here, Orbament. I'll just go ahead and I wanted to give him, where was it? Seal. I'll take it off Kincaid. And I want to give him, which one is it? Fear right here. Take it off Judith. This lets him get the Treasure Hunter ability right here, which basically just lets you see all the treasure maps on the map. You can get it right off the bat, pretty easy.
Switching to maintenance mode.
Then we'll see, do I have any other ones I can give to anybody that's worth it? Sure, we'll give her Septium Vein.
Hope to see you again.
Perfect. And the last one is equipment. So first we can buy stuff. We'll go ahead and buy both these gifts, one for Katre and one for Nadia. And then we have our brand new weapons. So you can either go through here just to look at everything, or you can go by character. So I'll go by character. You can see this is a brand new weapon for Van. It increases his attack by how much. He was at 263, now he's at 283. So I'll make sure to pick that up. I tend to just grab the weapons first for everyone. Perfect. And then I'll go down to the armor for everyone. This one looks like it gives a little bit more evasion. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab the nylon parka for Van. Of course, give her it because we want to give her as much evasion as possible. And then same for Katre. Go look at the footwear. I always start with Van just because if Katre doesn't get it, I'm not hurting that much. Yeah, we'll give him the blue loafers. Give her the white pumps. And get Katre the blue loafers as well. And finally, here at the sub parts, you can see what it increases, what it decreases. It looks like Van, I want to go pure attack. So it looks like the highest attack right here is the Striker Mark II. Go ahead and give that to him. I want to give her evasion if any of them give evasion. Right there's a plus 21. So we'll go ahead and give her the Mirage Type 2. And then Katre wants magical attack. So we'll look. Here's a 244. So we'll give him this 244. Perfect. And now my characters are set up. We'll go ahead and look at Customize as well, because Customize is an increase. Basically, you're upgrading your weapons to +1. So we'll go ahead and give his new weapon a +1, his new weapon a +1, and her new weapon a +1. Use U material, which in this game is very easy to come by. You can see I already have 21, and we just started. The final thing I'll do is I'll just go ahead and sell our old weapons, our old sub parts. Just get a little bit more money while I'm running around. Yep. Should have sold multiple there. Perfect. And that's looking good. If I need to sell anything else, I will later.
Hope to see you again.
But that looks good to me. It says there's still more here. What else?
Allow me to
what else does
assist.
he have? Purchase items. Yeah, I looked at all those. Customize. I looked at all those. Exchange. I
Hope
looked
to
at all
see you
those.
again.
Weird. Oh.
Allow me to assist.
It's because I need to go look at all those.
I hope to see you again.
That should, yep, get rid of his. We'll
would you
just look
like?
at all the rare items just to
Come
do
again.
the same thing.
What would you like?
Yep, look at all that. Perfect. You can also see these trade items, what I was mentioning earlier. You can see we picked up the Proverbs earlier, and if we get 4 different Proverbs, it'll upgrade to a better one. So it's really easy to remember. Right here we need things that are different metals, so gold, iron, bronze, silver. Right here's different Proverbs, right here's different gloves, right here's different scarves, and right here is different wallets. So as we go, I'll keep an eye out for those. We'll make sure to pick them all up.
Come again.
And that's just a trade, so you can get better weapons. And I think we're almost out of places already. I kind of want to go I want to go anywhere but the White Whale Inn first. So we'll go check out this place right over here.
Don't worry, guys.
This is the
This
bathhouse here.
does,
Nothing
in
beats a
fact,
hot
come
bath.
complete with a sweet, sweet sauna.
Remember, there is an achievement for
That's
going to
the
every
stuff.
bathhouse. So we're just gonna go and head in here real quick.
Don't you think it's a little too steamy in here?
Yes, it is, Judith. Yes, it is.
It's so nice and warm in here.
And we'll just speed up through this part because it's just gonna say
That
you
should
got a
work me
boost. Yep,
Come see us again.
perfect. Go ahead and grab those rewards. Got a vitality droplet and an EP charge for getting drivers. Then we'll head out. Actually, want to go back down this way now. And we got a little bit more fishing to do right here, it looks like. There's fishing somewhere on one of these docks, but we will hold off for now. We'll come back and do that a little bit later. What's down this way? Looks like nothing for me now. But we will come this way and see what this person's gonna tell me.
Want to have a little fun?
Just gonna ignore that for now. It said, see anything
Looks
down
like
this way?
someone
Oh,
doodled.
nope.
Wait, no. This is called graffiti art, isn't it?
Holy...
Club Barracuda. Perfect. That was a bunch of nothing, but
May I help you?
we do get some new food items. And a gift for Kincaid.
Thank you.
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and cash those in real quick. So if we go over here to the to-do list, we can go ahead and give all these gifts to everybody. No one's going to level up from these, so we'll just send them all to everybody. We'll even turn on speed up.
You have my thanks.
There you go. Everyone gets a gift. Perfect. Now we will go ahead and head outside. There's actually a group of people we want to talk to down here. Looks like if we talk to somebody over here.
I'm a little surprised
Kyle?
it's not
Maybe
too
it's
cold out
Shannon.
there
Let's
this
just
time
talk.
of year.
I think that's because the flow of ocean currents keeps the port ice-free.
It's like a gateway
These are the
that
fishing
connects
people.
all the northern countries, like Ohrid, Lemon, and Rimaferia.
Cool. Some fishing bait. That's all we were going for right there. And then we'll go ahead and head on up. We're actually going to go do a movie. We'll come back for that side quest a little bit later. If we head on over here, we'll come to
Theater
the
plays
cinema.
all kinds of movies, including independent films.
Oh, really? Then movie fans must be in love with this place.
They do hold
We'll
one
wait
of the
for this
film
dialogue to
festivals
end
here.
real quick.
It tracks that they'd want to appeal to film buffs.
So the way this works is there are, I believe, 9 different movies that you can watch in this game. They give you tons of options to watch movies, and only certain movies show in specific locations. So while it's very hard to miss them, it is possible to miss them. I'll be going through a good order to get it done as early as possible. Right here, the very first one you want to watch is Robin. Again, they will all be available later. Each movie is shown at least 3 different times, so that way you never miss them. But we will go ahead and watch Robin because that is the fastest way to get all the movies done as quick as possible. We're going to watch with Judith and Katre, because it lets us choose 2. It's going to cost money. Sure, we'll purchase it.
As you can see, my client wasn't captured on the security cameras until after Virgil had arrived at the scene of the crime. Therefore, I'm calling the veracity of Virgil's statement into question. I don't believe he arrived in the nick of time to stop the attack. Furthermore, his claim about prying the pipe out of my client's hand strikes me as odd, considering his fingerprints were nowhere to be found on the weapon. In light of these contradictions, I think we can safely conclude Virgil's testimony is a sham.
Don't just sit there, Father. Do something! Stop her from spewing this nonsense!
I never thought such vital evidence would come out in the final hearing. Objection! This is clearly a stall tactic on the part of the defense. It's time we brought this farce of a trial to an...
Objection overruled. This evidence sheds new light on the case. The trial will proceed. I do not want to leave even a single stone unturned. Not at this juncture.
That filthy little lawyer's ruining everything. Damn her.
Thank you, Robin. Thank you so much. You believed in me, even when no one else would. But if this all goes south, won't you be in danger?
I'll be all right. Trust me. I'm not backing down until we get that not guilty verdict. People with power and wealth are not above the law. I swear on my badge, I will not allow them to taint our legal system.
Right here, you always want to make sure you purchase this brochure. This is how you get a super weapon at the end of the game. the ultimate weapon for a character you can only get if you get every single brochure. So always make sure you pick them up. And everybody gets a little bit of connection points right there. Perfect. With that movie complete, we will go ahead and finally head on over to the inn over here. Nate, we're gonna wait on you. I want to go in here first.
Can I help you?
Buy some items. Ooh, we are running low on money. Can't exchange anything else, so we'll go ahead and sell some stuff. The Zerum powder sells for a lot, but there's only a few of those in the game. I don't think I need that many EP charges. Honestly, we'll just go ahead and get rid of some of these droplets. We get so many of these in the game. So we'll pick up this sous chef recipe, pick up this meal. We'll see. I can barely afford all the food items. And that should be all the food items in this place. So we will go ahead and just speed up mode on. Start clicking through. Rank 4.
Thanks for the grub. Stuff me a sugar rush.
Okay, and then if you go to, where is it? Right here in items, recipes should be its own area. Not sure where it is though. Don't know why it's not appearing. We'll just keep it in items. This might be the only place it's found. You can go ahead and learn these 2 different sous chef recipes. And then if you come to any shop, any kitchen, you can use it to actually cook food. So we'll go ahead and cook this one.
Sure, give me a minute.
It tells you what it needs right there on the left.
I was born to make this.
Don't want to make 2 of them.
I'll make you something
Beast
nice.
Essence is a random drop from
Please,
enemies,
help
or you
yourself.
can purchase it from special stores. Same
Sure,
with Beast
I don't
Flesh
mind.
there.
Let me know what you think.
And pick up this last
of
one.
cake. I don't want to hear any
Perfect.
complaining.
So that is all 4 of the recipes you can make up till this point. We will go ahead and use those as well.
Thanks for the grub.
Rank 5
Love me a sugar
and rank 6. And then we got a couple achievements. Yep, grab some new materials. Awesome. And that is it for all the collectibles here. We'll still go fishing, but we'll go fishing here in a minute. First, we're actually going to come up to our computer in here and see what this quest gives us. We can access the garden from here. Great. So we can do a couple things. We can report our SP. This is that stuff that we get at the end of the mission, but you can report it a little bit earlier if you want more like items early on. You can rest and you can just leave. But it's going to make us go to the garden because it's our first time going to the garden by choice.
Yeah, I heard you. Sheesh, overload your hollows much? Though, admittedly, I'm just as curious about this virtual space as the rest of you. I'll treat you this once, but don't get used to it.
Katra, Judith, long time no see.
Yes. I guess it has been a while, huh? Though I can't say I expected us to reunite in virtual reality.
My thoughts exactly. It's a bit of an odd feeling.
You've been busy getting ready for the school festival, right? Glad it hasn't taken the pep out of your step. But enough about that. You 2 must be Swin and Nadia.
That's us. I know this is a lot to take in all at once, but it's nice to meet you. We've heard a lot about the Arkwright Solutions team, too.
Let's see. On one side is the famous movie star Judith Lanster, and the other, that whiz kid who skipped a bunch of grades at Basel Institute. It's Katra, right? I'ma just shorten that to QT. Anyone ever say how adorable you are? And don't even get me started on the way Judith fills a room. It's not like I don't trust S to be faithful, but I'd better start upping my riz just to be sure.
Upping your what?
I
Can we
can't believe
stay
they
on
just
topic,
used
please?
that word in a video game. Okay, so basically, as we play this game, we're going to be getting these S tokens. These S tokens are used. It's basically a gacha game. We're playing a big gacha game. So if we choose Mystic Cube right here, she'll go ahead and do a little spin up. We can use a sport item, which just lets us get different tokens. We don't have any of those yet. We could leave. We're going to begin analysis. You can also view the list of rewards here. You can just get a bunch of stuff. It's a gacha game. So we'll go ahead and hit begin analysis. And then we can hold A. The rarer the cube, the more you get. So we'll just hold A. Pretty much till we run out. We'll see if we can max it out. Yep, there we go, 100%. You get all those rewards. So, we'll just go speed mode. Here we go. The more you spend at one time, the bigger combo you get. I will go ahead and end there just because we don't have enough to get a full another one. But when we end analysis mode, it shows us everything we got. So we get a whole bunch of Sepith and a bunch of just stuff. I mean, that's genuinely what it is. It's a bunch of stuff. You have a lot of, that's music data right there, just to have new music in game. You have accessories for your different characters. You get some skill stones, which we'll go over in a second, and you just get some items, cooking, that kind of stuff. So we can go ahead and return now. Still don't have a support item, nope. And we'll go ahead and leave right there as well. Does it give us another tutorial? It should. And right here is enhancing crafts. So we can get skill stones. So if we go to craft enhancement, it'll show how many skill stones we have for a specific character. We can go ahead and click that person, and we can increase their skills. I can do vandalize raid. Perfect. I'm probably just gonna max out these S crafts. They're way better than just the regular crafts. So let's see. Does it say how much I need? Takes one. Takes one. Everything takes one. We'll just max it out. Perfect. Enhance his craft. We're going to hold off on his other ones. We can reset at any time, but we'll hold off because I really only ever use coin bullets as well, but it's not going to do anything different. Agnes has Brilliant Halo. Does this... Yeah, that actually increases how much she heals, so we'll go ahead and max out that as well.
Now I can be even more useful.
Not a festival.
Yay!
Just gonna max out
now.
all
Upgrade
these.
complete.
It's been upgraded.
And then Hers Knights of Asteria, max it out.
Polish this
That just makes it a little bit stronger. I believe if you get all of them maxed out, you get that bonus up at the top. Which means we're probably gonna have a chance to get a lot of those. And that's it for the garden right now. We can go ahead. I don't think this will take me in, but I'll just double check. So at any point, we can enter the garden. The way the garden works is, as I've mentioned previously, it's a roguelike. So if we enter again right now, it's going to refresh everything, completely refresh everything. And we can get new items, fight new enemies, get XP. We can get more of those S tokens right there to go spin. It's basically a big roguelike mini game within this game. Now, it is optional. The entire thing is optional. We never technically have to go into this again. Now, if it's like previous games, because this has been in one other game before, you get a true ending cutscene if you complete the garden completely. So I will be, as we unlock new floors, completing the garden throughout the entire game, and then in post-game, I will clear any post-game garden floors. But for now, we'll go ahead and log out and continue on. So basically now we can search in the real world and find these S tokens and portals that will take us to the garden. So if we click it, we can see there's none here. Oh, but there is one right there. So if we go out, go into this room, there's 50 shard tokens. There is an achievement for getting, I believe it is 100,000 shard tokens. So, every time we go to a new city, we will be running around collecting all these shard tokens here. Just to make sure we don't miss any, we can get every single achievement. There we go. And you can see there's just a ton. Now, luckily, it looks like it does go away. Like you don't have to keep this up the whole time and they'll stay showing on your map. And usually they're not like super far out of your way, you know? So we'll run over here, check there. And everyone's bound to miss a couple. I'm sure I'll miss a few of them. Can't get any right there. And this is why speed up mode's tough, because if you're on speed up mode, not only does it go away fast, you won't be able to see them all. I think this is technically an optional cutscene. Yeah, can't actually do anything there. Can I go around? Nope. Well, won't even be able to get that one yet.
It's not just actors and directors out here. Takes a village to make the magic happen.
Pick them all up.
Why, hello
One of the biggest reasons to pick all these up is that you can get some really good gacha loot. Like really good gacha loot.
This looks like a good fishing spot.
And here's another interesting thing. So you'll see, right there is a fishing spot. So if I pull out my fishing rod,
Let's see what I can catch.
you can see the insane rarity of finding a fish right there. So we'll go ahead and let's use regular bait on this fishing spot right here. We'll cast.
You're mine.
Oh, I totally forgot how this minigame works. Pull right there. Pull right there. Pull. This looks like it's going to be one of the rare ones here.
Decent catch, I guess.
Got ourselves a crab. Perfect. Try again. Okay, so it looks like we got that one. We'll go ahead and use our dumpling here for the higher chance at the other fish there.
You're mine.
Perfect. There is a fish that we can only catch in these fishing spots. So we're going to hope we get it right here.
Decent
Let's
catch,
see.
I guess.
Sky gill. Nope. We need one more. So we got to hope for that that silver chance right there. So we'll go ahead and catch again. We'll need to pick up some more dumplings after this.
You're mine.
Okay, this should be the new fish. Unless we just rolled really unlucky with the snow crab. Nope, there we go. Red perch. And that is all of the fish at this location. So we'll go ahead. I'm going to quickly see. Is this where I grab some bait from? Yeah, I want to pick up some more dumplings. Let's see. We'll exchange that. Pick up 3 dumplings just because that's all I can get.
Please come back anytime.
Perfect. Let's just quickly, before we end things, pick up the rest of these shards. Looks like there's another fishing spot right over there as well.
Wanna have a little fun?
There's going to be a lot to pick up. Luckily, we can kind of do this in every other area we get to. We can do this as we're going to shops and buying stuff. For this one, though, there was no way to get it beforehand. So we're just going to pick them all up.
Seems like a good fishing spot.
Any inside here? Of course there are. Any up top there? Nope. And that looks like all of them, except for right here. Let's go ahead. This is a portal right here. So we'll go ahead and interact with it after I pick up these shards. I just saw them and it bothered me that I didn't have them yet. So we'll grab those. Where is... I thought there was another one in here. Did I just pick it up? Oh, one up there. Okay. So this is a portal. My understanding of it is this should take us directly to the garden if we interact with it. This is the very first one. There's at least one in every single chapter, and there is an achievement for finding every single one. I believe there are 16 total. So finally, if we go online one more time, this should give us the last thing we need from the Garten. If we press X, we have Marduk support. We can do a CP supply. After we defeat 20 enemies, we can give every single member 50 CP. That's perfect. Item shop. We have everything you need from item shops. Everything you would need to buy that you have access to at this point in the game, including for other characters, which I won't be buying now. All right here. You can buy items. You can heal, support, everything, ingredients. You can trade as well. You got some repair data.
Let me know if you need anything.
What this does is you can trade items in. So right here we have accessory data. So if we want, sure, we'll get the Lino visor. We can trade that in. Get the Lino visor right there. Sure, we'll get the casual backpack as well. And then finally you can exchange Marduk points. So we get points. I'm not quite sure how we get these points exactly, but as you get points, you can trade them for skill stones, and you can trade them for fragments. And then finally you can convert. I believe these convert directly to these points, these Marduk points. I won't be converting them. There's no reason to. And activity support. So you can do hacking trials. We can test our hacking abilities. As we clear them, we can get Marduk points. But we will save that. Actually, we got enough time. We'll go ahead and knock this out real quick. This is a hacking trial right here. The first star. We'll see if we can do all three, but I don't believe so. Basically, these are little mini games in the game. We're just gonna fast forward this. Right, why? Oh, don't want to go that way. Looks like we got security here. Down X. Oh, down X, Y, down. Looks like we got harder security here. Bypassed it. Looks like that's a checkpoint right there. We'll restart the checkpoint if we fail, if we get caught. So just right here when you have a bunch of people. Okay, we're going to try to go this way. Let's see if we can hack this. There we go. And there is almost definitely a perfect route to go here with a perfect time. However, all we got to do is make it to the goal. And we get some Marduk points.
Welcome to Marduk support.
It looks like we do unlock the next difficulty. However, I will go ahead and not go to the next difficulty. I don't think there's a point right now to do that. And then we can exchange Marduk points here.
Okay?
So we could buy fragments. You can buy synthetic stones. I won't be spending any of these at this exact moment. I don't think there's a reason to. And yeah, that is the Marhien Garden. It's very divisive. Some people loved it. Some people hated it. I think by the time it came out here in the West, while I talk, we'll just go ahead and summon on this. By the time it came out here in the West, it had already come out in the East, in Japan, so I think it's every review I saw for Tales into Reverie, which was the game that had this before this, said the worst part was this area. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I didn't hate it either. I think it's kind of just mixed feelings. But you can get really good stuff like this, which is pretty neat. And it's just kind of a loop where you come over here, and you can exchange stuff. You can repair some data. Sure, Judith's monk attire, there's no reason not to get it. You got a rabbit tail costume. Sure, there's no reason not to get it. And yeah,
It's a bundle.
that is the loop for the garden. Go ahead and claim all of this stuff we just got. And with that, I think that's a good place to wind things down. Next time, we'll go ahead and continue with the main story and also finish our third side quest. So I will see you guys in the next one.